Go lie down somewhere else. Go fuck off, please. Kaboom! What's up? Good to see you. I just had to restart this computer. Not computer. I had to restart. My dog was killing me this morning. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with her. I think she may be sick or something, but she got out of the car. Plan was to walk up the hill, and she decides she's going to sit there. I didn't even have the harness on. I had the stupid collar. So she decided she's going to sit there. My god. Ah, it's been a busy couple days, guys. Sorry I didn't show up, but there's been a lot going on. So my brain, there's been a lot of brain drain because we have a big launch coming up. We just launched the festival yesterday, so the past 2 days were final prep for it. And I actually, last night was no, for last night. Was it last night? Okay, so the night before I actually got on and ended up talking to Warden Works. But last night was the first time I actually got to play at all. It was quite a thing. Anyway, there's probably a couple more days of that really busy stuff coming up. We have a festival starting on the 14th and the 15th, and then it goes straight through to the 19th. But the actual festival run, the films start at 11, so I don't actually have to be there until 11. So I think we should be in fairly good shape. Um, but yeah, it's gonna be a little busy time with me not having the bandwidth or the ability to stream properly. So we'll see how the schedule goes. I'll try to warn you guys ahead of time. But I hope you guys have been well. I hope you had a good weekend. Get off my foot, dog. Yeah. My God, I should have taken some photos of this dog. Maybe I should have started streaming from the side of the road so you guys can see the dog. Uh, Razor, are you working, Razor? Razor, it's not working. Stupid camera. Anyway, where the heck am I? There's nothing in the sky. Oh, I respawned. Did I die? Okay, that's odd. This is not where I left. So, okay, I gotta get my brain back because I'm supposed to be finishing up the Hey, Chris Carnage, good to see you. Is Dirty there? I know he and Ann Kitty were getting a little worried about me. Now, oh my God, have you guys seen the new kit that's coming from the that new collaboration with oh my God, what's it called? I completely forgot their name. But anyway, we have some new pieces that are coming, and I am like ecstatic that those are finally going to be coming out because it means that we're going to have a couple of additional pieces that I can use. I don't know how many of you have seen the almost completed bridge, but this is like one of the end results of being able to build with the circles. You can have a nice looking bridge. You know, everything is angled in properly, because these floors are like, I think, half a nudge. There's some kind of weird spacing that allows this to exist, because the floor goes underneath and they actually come off the sides of this. The only way to get this was the vertical floors. Hey, Dirty. So yes, the Daft Punk collab. That should be absolutely brilliant. I'm really looking forward to that. All right, so yeah, sorry, it's that time of year again. The last release was a little bit more intense because we had a couple of last minute changes. Some filmmakers didn't send in all their stuff, so it was getting a little complicated. When they delay, which means I get delayed, things can get a little bit silly. And when I say silly, I mean just pretty damn stupid. But anyway, no sour grapes. All right, where the heck was I going? All right, so this is, what's that? Which direction am I supposed to go? You know what? There's another bus station number 7. Bus station number 7 is over here. Huh, oh, okay then. Hey, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Are these Japanese characters? I am looking at this through my multi-stream chat, so it's maybe changing some of the characters. All right. Okay, so this is the other side of that, which means that this. I don't want to show you guys this one yet, but I've been fooling around with the Klingon craft, trying to actually use mostly the first order pieces in order to get a much easier build. Because remember, last time I built this thing, I used like a ton of flooring pieces. And when I say ton of flooring pieces, I mean every shape was done with flooring, like, you know, using the stacking them and everything. This time, because we have all these new shapes, wedges, and everything, it's given us a lot more flexibility when it comes to being able to do fun stuff. Oh, okay. There's a bit of dismantling going on, but let me show you what's going on here. I think I can add some more balloons. I know I have to get back over to the western town, but you know, that can wait a little bit. That's all for the video game showcase thing that we're doing on Craftopia. So it's kind of like a not secondary thought, but wasn't one of my first ones. But this whole Star Trek thing is one of my big projects, and I think with the new Daft Punk collab, the new pieces that we might be getting, I'm crossing my fingers because I'm seeing lots of wedges there, and I'm hoping that they can be utilized. I am really looking forward to this. So, okay, this is just all for the wing assembly, just to see if this. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt so much. But there we go. That was a little too much pressure. That came up too hard. I'm glad to report that the pickaxe is working again to destroy balloons with one swing. There is, however, a little bit of misalignment issues that we have going on. I don't know what if they can even fix that. But let's take a look here. Once it's working properly, I should be able to just turn the balloons on and get the wings to pop up. This is the landing position. And this is the flight and attack position when it goes back down by itself, which it's not doing. Dang it. Gotta put some thrusters on there. And I have to make some repairs. We have all these veins that they intersect, and it works beautifully. Just got to get the right balance. Now, the thing that I was trying to show you first was this. Hey, Dwayne Lands. What's happening? So, okay, this is the new one that I built out of First Order. And these wings were not aligning. There's this bit of disconnect that's happening where it will take a turned piece and it will start to slant downward. And that's what was happening here. So the wings were being very difficult. But this is the full scale model. I don't know if this one will fly. I know the other one that I'm building over there, that is definitely going to fly. This one, it's going to more lumber through the air. But this is definitely a work in progress, and it's coming along quite well. You can see the kind of proof of concept there. But this one, hey, Graveyard Boy, what's up? We got our teleporters here. We got a little escape hatch right there. And then back here, we got the main cargo bay. I tried to make this look as Klingon as possible. Actually, hold on. Let me take this off. Dang it. I can't take this off. There we go. Much better lighting. There you go. Much better idea what in here actually looks like. So nice and dark with all reds. Cargo bay is over here. I gotta put a separate door for that, but we got, you know, your basic engineering section. Then up here is your gonna be like, you know, your sleeping quarters and eating and stuff, like, you know, general living quarters for the crew. And then back here, of course, we have the warp core. I know this looks completely different than, hey Taz, what's up, than what we would expect. But you know, there's not very many photos available of inside the bird of prey. So I've kind of had to make things up according to the structure. So been trying to get a good Star Trek look with more, not as clean, a little bit dirtier for the Klingons. So we got like lots of pipes and stuff going on. You know, just trying to maintain that look. Give it a sense of being lived in, but, you know, technological, while still being having all the angles and the characteristics of a Klingon. So, you know, I want to get more pipes and more industrial stuff happening here. So it's going to be interesting finally decorating the rest of this. And this actually feels livable. The only thing we're really missing is yeah, well, with Star Trek, there's so many different things. They show more of the outsides of the ships than the insides. And this ship with this was apparently supposed to hold 2 humpback whales, and I'm not buying it. There's like no space in here for 2 humpback whales. So yeah, this is the full scale here. I am closing in on the bridge. So the bridge is going to be in this area here, and I gotta build this front out for the weapon sections and everything. But this, we're actually going to be able to make the build complete this time around without hitting complexity because we have everything in place and we're using so fewer pieces. The first order kit is literally the best thing that's ever happened to this game. Hey Rooster, what's up? And once they get everything in place, then we can move on to this section. So I'm gonna have two ships. This is the little one, and that's the big one over there. Little one will have working wing. Oh, come on. You disappoint me. Disappointed. Oh, here we go. Finally. Jeez, man. All right, you. Get over here. Let me push these wings down. There we go. See? Nice and snug. And then, whoa, that one is a little bit lighter. I forgot about that. Let me get rid of one of these. The action on that comes up a little too fast for my liking. All right, those are in place. And now that one doesn't come up at all. What the flip, man? I swear, the balancing the balloons is got to be one of the hardest things. No worries, man. I will see you later. Later indeed. All right, let's get this here. Will you go up? Thank you. Jeez, so difficult. There. Now it's an activated balloon. Nope. Now it's an activated balloon. Okay, my dog's at my feet. She's not giving trouble. So that's a start. Anyway, take that off and... Okay, what is your damage, buddy? See, every single time. But at least we do have this on our side. That the pickaxes work again how they're supposed to. Alright, let's have a look at that. And up. Seriously? Why doesn't it keep firing? You back away and it stops firing. Anyway, there's a bit of a learning curve here. The swivels, they seem to be consistent. They're not doing anything weird. It's actually working. I haven't used the control swivels recently, but right now I only have one swivel on this. I've learned from some of my mistakes. And, you know, reinforcement, while reinforcement is a good idea, and having another swivel would be nice, I don't know if it will actually do anything. So I'm a little torn about actually adding like another swivel, because I would hate to think that this entire thing is based on one point. I mean, I will lose an entire wing. And the construction of this wing is almost as complicated as the construction of the body. So it's kind of hit and miss where you try to put a lot of your resources here. But if you can see, this entire thing is designed so that, here, let me show you. The veins are hollow underneath, but it is designed so that this actually holds the pieces in here. I had thoughts about putting balloons in here for buoyancy, but I don't think that's going to happen. I mean, it is possible. Still, even with Yeah, I think we could probably still put a couple balloons in here. But will it actually stick to the side? Ah, amazingly, it would. So, balloons might have to come in here. That's a good solution. Nice. Because balloons are the when the veins are activated, they don't care about balloons. They just move. And balloons, they phase through balloons. So that's one of the things you got to keep in mind. So activate those, and that goes up. I said it goes up. Thank you. See, it doesn't care about balloons. It just phases right through them. So that is something I can use to my advantage, and have a few more points where we can actually keep the ship afloat. I am worried that they changed the buoyancy in the balloons, because you see all these guys here? We've got a whole row of these, and these can barely push this up without help from these guys. So the buoyancy in the balloons may have changed. But anyway, you can see how everything is coming, and how this one is going to be able to fly while the other one is not. Yeah, the other one. How many swivels in each side? Kaboom! I only got one swivel on either side. One swivel. That's it. Boom. So if it gets nasty, it's gonna get nasty. I figure one swivel or two, it's still gonna get nasty. Yeah, it's not affected by the weight or anything. The swivels are like super strong right now, and they've not even started to come apart, which is one of the main features of the swivels. On, I am actually I am kind of at a loss right now, because I did go back to check some of my old swivels, and anything that had come apart already, it stays apart. But in the new swivels, they seem a little stronger. So you're gonna have to really put that to the test and see how that one goes. Now, the next place I wanted to go was up to the Old West for one big reason. Hey, another 2x6. You know what? If the okay, here, let's take a look at that 2x6, because I would actually have to add another swivel like right here for that to make any sense, because of the positioning of the swivel. Because right now it's not in resting position. It's not gonna like where it's going. I would actually have to add a swivel like right in here. Scheisse. Not a good sound. Okay. Not a good sound at all. So I'm going to have to go and put some balloons back on. Yep. Thanks, Pazzo. This is all your fault, man. It does get a lot darker. All right, well, I had to go and replace those balloons anyway, Pazzo. So you just made me get ahead of it. But yeah, anyway, the only way to actually really do this is to put another one here and then another swivel on the back end. But the measurements on this is a little off because of the size of it. No worries, man. No worries. It's all good fun. So that would be nice here, except that spacing is just off, just by a tiny bit, off by half a stud. So that doesn't even really connect to anything. So it's really weird because you need to have like the perfect distance in between the swivels for a reinforcement to work. All right, so we need to replace the balloons here, which means I need to put a whole bunch of these guys and then make them activated. So you guys get to watch me do balloon tricks. Ah, why is it so low? I am so glad this is working again. That I don't have to keep getting lightsabers. All right. Okay, so placement is better here. This got a little bit wonky. And anyway, you know what? I'm going to come back. I hope I don't forget to fix that, but you know what? It is what it is. All right, I'm going up to the Old West because I need this. Level 3 maze. That sounds amazing. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry, no worries at all. I had to. I was actually having to replace the balloons on that anyway because I screwed up majorly when I put on my new activated balloons. I put them on in the non-activated position while the other ones were activated, and I didn't even think about it. And then when I activated the balloons, only half were activated. So I was like, I was just like a little bit annoyed at myself. Anyway, we're back in the Old West. And unlike so many of the other builds that I'm seeing, I'm seeing a good number of Old West builds right now. I don't get why everyone is building inside the in the desert. I know, like, you know, we associate the desert with Old West, but it doesn't have to be exclusively desert. Hey, Mr. Big Nasty, what's happening? All right, so this is one of the older version that happened before the this one was built before the First Order pieces came along. And once First Order came up, I knew I had to rebuild it. But this is the one that hit complexity. Surprisingly, it gave me enough complexity back where I can actually still I can put balloons. And it's a really weird thing. Because there's areas where I can't build at all. There, complexity. There, see? But then there's other areas where I can. But the funny thing about building something like this is that you can drive out of complexity. Or at least I used to be able to. This one, here, let's take a good look at it from below. It's really impressive looming over everything when it's coming in. However, it is now stuck in the air, and I'm gonna have to bring the other ship over and blow it out of the sky because this is not moving for nothing. It's reached a point. I think I flew this over 1,000 meters, and now it's stuck here. Oh, well, at least the guns still work. That's your classic Klingon disruptor. Yeah, so anyway, this is stuck in the air. So at least it'll make some good target practice. But this is like, because it hit complexity, it is giving some additional issues just being in the air. So it's a definite must destroy. But I do like a lot of the detail that we managed to put on here. So I'm gonna try to get some of that back onto the other one. It's all the build materials. Like, you know, I needed these balloons for buoyancy, and even then, they weren't enough. I would have had to like fill the hold of the inside with more balloons. Here, let's take a look at the inside of this one. This one is a bit of a mess. It's all over the place. I think I did a much better job interpreting the interior with the new build than this one. Here you go. Warp core moving. Is it moving? Oh my god, it's actually moving. What the flip? That caused it to move. Holy sh... It's because of the swivel. Oh crap. This means we're crashing into a hill. See, this was like when you're flying in a spaceship and you can't see anything. Oh, we're actually going up as well. And we stopped. Every time I use the front, this is weird. So every time I use the front ones, it now this is moving again. Okay. So weird. All right, let me see if I can actually get this while it's moving. Yep, there it is. Moving across the sky. Go to the top of the hill and you touch the underside of the spacecraft. That's actually pretty cool. Until it hits the ground, of course. And it sinks and hits the ground. Damage. All right. Let's see if I can actually put a button on here. Tell me there's complexity enough. Sorry, this is what happens when I've been away for a bit. There we go. That makes it move. And we have stopped. Why have we stopped? Keep on going. Keep on going. Get over that hill. Oh yeah, this is pretty much as fast as the thing is going to go. It can only go as fast as the top speed is nine large thrusters. So any kind of movement is good. But you see the advantages that we have now with a lot of the new pieces, right? Especially since we're able to do angles and everything, we're able to get much better shapes, much better builds. So every kit they give us, I swear it just gives us like so much more capability. And I'm seeing like lots of 45-degree angles on the new kit. That pyramid, can't do a pyramid without 45 degrees. Okay, so enough of this old ship. I know where I have to come and blow it up. So that's going to be an epically exciting stream. Let me get a screenshot here. I'm boy and his bird of prey. Ah. It's tomorrow night. We have to wait that long? No fair. No fair. All right, so I have a marker on that. Yep, marker's right there. Perfect. Leave that out of the hill. How much frostpine? I don't know. This is this is in whatchamacallit. I think I used more granite. This is a creative world. So there's like, it's not survival or anything. I don't have to go mine materials. But I was looking at, this is what I was building last time. I was trying to figure out the placement for building tracks. Because the wheels of the track I need to figure out. Because I think it actually goes much better on this than it does on this. There's something going on with the hitbox. What the? See? Even with the hitbox on this, you can like hang in the air. So this is actually a good representation of what is happening. So the wheels don't like to interact with this piece because of that hitbox right there, the one that keeps me suspended in the air. So it always pushes off against it. This floor piece, on the other hand, does not have that same hitbox. Or does it? Oh my god, I am suspended. Or, oh, I guess there goes my theory. I am suspended in the air. But we're gonna test it anyway. I know we're kind of a little bit all over the place this morning, but I'm trying to get back into my groove. And I'm really hoping that work is not going to call me all of a sudden and say, hey, we need this thing right now, or there's a mistake with the press release. So cross your fingers. I really shouldn't check. I'm checking. And okay. Hold on. That was a mistake. All right. So there was a bit of a trying to figure out how the wheels are going to work. Now, technically, I should be really putting another piece on the other side just to be absolutely sure. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that. This entire western town has been a kind of an excuse for me to build a brand new train. You can blame Mr. Black for this one because, when he and I get together, we inevitably end up building trains. It just hasn't happened yet, so it was... No, actually, that's a lie. It did kind of happen because we were trying to build out, not a roller coaster. What's the other one? One of those rides for the carnival. But that was around the time when complexity started to kick in. So we had a little bit of disappointment coming up. But the wheels on that are vastly different than what the wheels would be on a real train. and the placement of the wheels. So let me see if this will line up properly. Is that an 8? No, it's a 6. And I'm going to have to go and learn all about curves all over again, because curves are much different than what you may actually think. Okay, let's build out a platform. That we can put these wheels on. And we need enough space on the front and the back to make this work. Now that's the center of that. So how far do the wheels extend? That's going to be on top, which is possibly a problem. Thankfully, we have these nice little bits that we can move things around until we can, you know, get right measurements. So technically, I really want to have my wheels on the outside, but if I can get the spacing for the inside, I should be able to get spacing done for the outside as well. So you're going to get to see a little bit of my thought process right now, which is not always a good thing. But this is kind of like a pet thing of mine where I gotta figure this one out. So let me just take that off, and then this. If I can't get the wheels to work, then doing a train is completely pointless. I've already proven that I can build a train, but the whole point of a train is for it to be able to move and go choo-choo across the landscape. So, no, that's kind of my my incentive there. I want to go choo-choo across the landscape, and I want to go choo-choo and make it make those wheels work. Son of a biscuit eater. Yeah, this whole thing is all about the about getting the curves. If we can get curves, then we should be able to go anywhere. But we need to have the right wheelbase. And right now, this wheelbase could actually work because it's got the inside. If I can get one on the outside as well, let me get some thrusters on there and see how far it goes. Gonna build that again. Whoa. Okay. That actually worked a lot better than I thought. Woo. No, Jake, I am not adding anyone. Especially you just popped on, dude. You are a literal stranger. I do not add strangers. There's a whole community of users over in Craftopia. Rooster or Kaboom, could you share the Craftopia link? It would be really cool to share that so that everyone can see what the community is all about. But a whole community of builders, like-minded people, like myself, Kaboom. We're all here for community building, putting on community events. Haskins just had a great community event, and now he has a new one. that's coming up that's video game centric. This is what this was built around. This is built around the Oregon Trail. I wish there was like a Star Trek one, no Star Trek game, proper Star Trek game, but nothing that's actually recognizable. So I can't even cheat and say, hey, I have this Enterprise that looks really good that I can use it in community build. Nope. I'm building this specifically, this town and this whole train for the Oregon Trail. I actually had a thought the other night, and I texted Haskins about this, that that this could actually make an interesting experiment if we actually played, like, say, the Oregon, set up a whole Oregon Trail thing, and it had a town that they had to go from, and then a town at the end that they're supposed to go to, and set up all these different things in between, and just play Oregon Trail and see how with start with your basic tools and supplies and see how far players could get. So I may actually set something like that up. I know the deadline is coming up for the game, for the showcase. So I don't know if I'm going to make that deadline. But it would be cool to do with the community. Especially if we can get a couple guys in and we can build some, build, but we can play the game, record it, and, kind of trail out of it. The Oregon Trail in Lego Fortnite. You built it first. All right, so this is on the outside. Inside. That works surprisingly well. But what about the outside? Can we do anything for the outside? This outside needs to be an overhang. With the wheels coming on the outside here. And these wheels should keep it not steady, stable. What's the word I'm looking for here? The opposite of being in the ground. I don't know. I'm riffing right now. Okay, that's too far out. Let's see. Technically, that should work. And all this is about keeping this on the track. And then we can figure out how to make it look attractive after. Oops, that is not lined up. I think that's going to pop off. You know what? Here, let me just redo it. I'm going to redo it on both sides so that we have stability. 925. I know there's got to be a better way to get this with proper spacing and everything, but we'll figure that out in a second. I just want to see if it will actually work. Then I can add a little bit of brain. Well, yeah, add a little bit of brain to the mix to make it look more attractive. Right now, let's see if the concept works and we can actually put two wheels on either side of these planks. No. Nope. All the nope. Dang it. Okay, let's try this one. one thing too close. Now, is this actually going to allow it? I think that might work. Craftopia Discord. Oh, it didn't. Oh, there it is. There it is. Thank you, Rooster. I appreciate it. Anyway, the Craftopia Discord is where you want to be. You will find a lot of really cool builders. What the heck just happened? Why is it so... it's not centered, is it? How can it not be centered? Well, I kind of screwed that one up. Okay, then. Yep, I completely messed that one up. This is why we align, people. We align. Get things done right. All right. And 1. And 2. All right. We have tracks. Let's see if this works. Come on. Should have dropped right in there. Disappointed. Great. This is exactly what happened to the other one that I did. Oop, sorry, dog. You okay? I just kicked my dog by accident. She's offended. Poor puppy. All right, here's what we're gonna do. This is just for safety. I'm gonna put that there, and then next balloon I'm gonna put, it's gonna be activated balloon. Because sometimes it's a little bit light. No! Grr. So yeah, that happened. See, I knew that these were going to give me so much trouble. Oh, I thought he did. Oh my god. I thought we had the links all set up. It should just do it when I type Craftopia. Nope, it did not. It's been a while. Okay, 9:31. So it's best to, well, at least we have some measurements now. So I think we can go with this and rebuild it. It's going to be a bit of a pain to get this back on track. But you know what, we're going to try. What the heck. Hell, if we can get this track working, I would build a train track all across Craftopia 7. Secret project. And get Kaboom to agree to it. Alright, man, why does it have to be so complicated? And then the wheels come off. Come on. Alright, you need to be more chill. Alright, have a good day. Hey, G Lego Bills, what's up? Gary! You know, just trying to build a stupid train. I should just give up and just rebuild it, shouldn't I? Somebody give me the word. Just say, just give up and keep on going. I'm giving up. You can go over there. Woo! Well, that did not work well. Come on, get off the track. Seriously? All right, time for the pickaxe. Oh crap! Did not mean that to happen. All right. Ah, come on. Stop moving. Stop moving. Thank you. Let's try this again. I know the wheels are going to pop off. I'm actually wondering about the instead of the plain wheels, the other wheels. Let's try out the mechanical wheels, the powered wheels, and see if that gives us any advantage whatsoever. So, platform. 1, 2, 3. Please don't text me. Do not text me. I don't want to hear it. Sorry, that's work. And of course, there's a crisis. Please remind me that the next good idea that my wife has is probably going to hurt me. Oh, I just had a thought. Huh. Because the wheel's attached to a lot of things. Tell me this is the right spacing for this. So inside wheel, outside wheel was a bad idea. Let's try the power wheel. Can't work. Why can't you work? You're that close? Seriously, dude? Holy crap. That's like way over the edge at this point. Huh. Who would have thunk it? Alright, let's try. We're gonna go higher. Now these do protrude massively. Holy crap, that's on the... Okay. Not what I was expecting. I would have to be like way over here. So these tracks are stupidly small. Okay, that kind of changes everything. Okay, hopefully that can work. So we gotta take this out. Another 2. Good God, bless my soul. I need a fix for rock and roll. Take a look at what you might need. You better hurry to get a piece of me. I don't even... Oh, that's Skid Row. Haven't heard that in a while. You're standing too close. You and my old lady and you in a tattoo. No need to whisper, no need to shout. This party's over. Okay. Well, wish me luck, boys. And ladies. Here we go again. Yes! Oh my flipping gosh. Alright, so you need to go that way. And you need to go that way. Because you go that way as well. Please tell me you go that way. Yes, alright. Seat. So we have a possibly working... Or not. Ah! I have to log out. I'm excited. I'm excited. We may have the right spacing for this. Right spacing is important. Then we can actually have cars that move, because the cars are built on top of the wheelbase. So without a wheelbase, your entire train is completely useless. So, and that's like why I place so much importance on the track actually working and looking like a railroad track, and especially since it's the old west, we need to have the slats and everything. So I couldn't actually cheat. So a little bit excited about this. Last time we did this, we couldn't have the slats in between because of just the way the wheel placements were. But I think this time, using the sideways pieces, and I think I developed this technique. Oh, I did. Because the way that I'm turning pieces now using the machine blocks, it changes everything that I did before, because I can place the turn pieces off of machine blocks and get precision placement, and I never was able to get that before. It was always like a bit of a guessing game, or you always had a gap that was introduced. So now using the machine blocks and the pressure plate and turning your pieces with that, I can literally take any piece I want to turn and put it exactly where I want to. So that is probably key, because otherwise I was forced to use uprights or whatever other pieces worked instead of the pieces I really wanted to. So I was never able to build a track using this technique. So a little excited. Am I? Okay, here we go. All right. Let's try it out. And we have movement. We've got bad movement because of the choo-choo, but it is staying on. Holy crap, it's staying on. It's really rickety, but it's staying on. Holy crap. I wonder if we could, you know what, here. I could possibly move one of the tracks in like here. No! What is going on? I am not pushing the button. Stop it. Dude. Ah. I'm a little annoyed. Stupidest bug. The stupidest bug. All right, we got the back wheel structure, so we know the spacing. We're okay. We're okay. I'm okay. Are you okay? I'm good. How are you guys doing? Ah. Okay, work is pinging me right now. I should not have answered. Okay. Nothing urgent. They can wait a couple more minutes. All right. So what are we doing here? I was going to add spacing and then go and rebuild this stupid thing. I'm sorry. Okay. Nope. Just, spacing. I was adding spacing to see if we can get a much better placement on this. I'm actually wondering about the width of the track, but let's see what we can do with the rebuild here. Gotta take this all the way back to here. Now, with this knowledge, I know that I can go ahead and start building my actual train and my train cars. So I got a plan for that, but I do need to get track done properly. So I have to make some plans to get the track done right, because you can't have your train if you can't have your tracks. That's just not the way things are done around here. And yeah, I will be using this really bad accent. Around here. Here. Maybe I can also bring this in. Although, you know what? That tight seal may be what is actually keeping it working. So maybe I shouldn't push it. Don't tickle my feet. Hey, Captain Jared, what's up? All right, we're gonna build from here, and we're gonna take it forward. So we have it down. We have it down. We know what we need. I think. So center. 4x4. Is this 4x4? 6? 4x6. No, actually, I just had a thought. So on the trolley, we used to have two sets of wheels close together. If we did that right here and had two sets of wheels close together, it may reduce some of that rickety movement. So if I could actually plan for that, let me see. Get this right here. And then this right here. Oh, of course, now I'm going to have to go and design the bloody thing. But let's get this in. One. Okay, now wheels. No, that's still not enough. It needs to be one more. Okay, all right. That's a real wide wheelbase. Real wide. Okay, so not perfect. Now, the key about this is very much like a trolley. I don't think this is like long enough to get a car to work properly. We need something like this. So we got 2 6s together. 1 2. So structurally, this should work a lot better, a lot more consistent. While reducing some of that rickety nonsense. Hopefully. It is 9:52. I gotta run off to work in 8 minutes. As much as I would like to do an extra long stream to make up for what I've missed, it's not going to be possible because this still is the busy time. And it's going to be busy, extra busy through October. October 19th is when the festival is over. So we'll have everything all sorted out by then. Right now, it's just me doing what I can. Hopefully I can still make the build showcase. And we can show off a bit of a train during that. But we'll see. We'll see. And hops right on. And Kitty! So good to see you. Oh boy. I just realized something. I did not change the direction. There we go. All right. Let's test it out. Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do... Gosh darn it! Now I'm super annoyed. I don't want to log back out again. Yeah, okay. That did work quite nicely. It's not as tight. Let me try this again. One more time. Anything? Nothing? No movement? All right. Let's do it one more time. Let's see how quick we can do this. This last time. I am the MadPuck66. Thank you guys for coming by and joining. If it's your first time here, please leave a like, subscribe. We usually build, you know, fantasy, sci-fi, lots of Star Wars, lots of Star Trek, and, you know, lots of really cool stuff like trains. And if we can get these trains working, you know what? I'm going to be the father of the railroad. I'm sorry. I've obviously missed you guys and, you know, coming on and doing this. So I may be a little bit over the top. But anyway, for all the rest of you guys who are not new, thank you for coming and hanging out. And thanks for coming back and checking things out. And for all your support. I remember if I don't show up on one of the streams, it usually means that the morning has gotten busy. I am not lying dead in a ditch somewhere, so don't worry. If that does happen, I will at least I will leave a note for my wife to send a note to my stream at least. So don't worry, don't worry. Anyway, let's see if this works. Woo! Remember the Daft Punk kit is coming in the shop tomorrow at 8 o'clock. I'm buying it, checking out the new pieces. So with stream that next morning stream. What is today anyway? So Friday's stream is going to feature the Daft Punk set. I see a lot of pieces in there that I think may be really good for the Klingon Bird of Prey. So cross your fingers. Hope we get something good. And remember to use the code TheMadPuck. No, I really don't know. I saw something like V-Bucks where it was they said it was like either 1,800 or 1,200 V-Bucks. No skins, just kit. But I can't verify that. I think that was from the Modernist. Yes. Here we go. Choo choo. Okay, so we didn't take away the bumpy because it's going in between each one of those. I think in order to get away from that bump, the spacing would probably have to be a... No! You see it? It's doing it again. I can't stop it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop doing that! You jerk! Alright, so we lost a wheel. Thankfully, we have a whole structure there. And we can move forward. Oh. Stupid wheel. Stupid axe. Alright. Redundancy. Alright, so I think we may have to change the spacing on this. If I think we change it to 3, it might be enough to mitigate that. So I actually want to try that out before I go, because it's going to change a fair amount. I don't want to have to put it to 2. 2 is ridiculous. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Can't really see the effect of that until we go over several bumps. It's 10 o'clock. Okay, let me just set this up quickly. But I gotta go. I gotta go. There's a meeting happening right now. I don't care. Let me just get this in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see if this works out. 1, 2, 3. I just want to know if the bump is going to go away. That's all I want to know. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That'll work. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The idea is if the spacing is wide enough to stop you from falling through, that the wheels will also not fall through. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! There's still a little bit of bump, but not as bad. It doesn't go directly in between. Technically, a space of 2 would be perfect, but that's a lot of wood in a lot of space. So I will be trying out different different spacings, but at least we have a car and track that we can try this out now. So tomorrow build, that's what we're doing. We're building tracks tomorrow. We're going train wild. Anyway, I gotta go. Bye. I gotta run. They're calling me.